Hello, Mr. Eben. So now we are on the issue of resources. Now I'm going to just keep quiet and allow you to take us through what are the resources candidates should use, and where do you come in so far as their preparation is concerned?
Well, that's a very great question, and I think it's the most important question in all of these things that we've been discussing when it comes to resources. Now, for me, what I would tell candidates is that the first resource that they should look for is a mentor.
They should look for a mentor.
They should look for a mentor. That's the first resource. And I normally say it's easier when you know what you want to become. If you find somebody who is just like you, who's been through the pharmacy licensing procedure and has successfully gotten licensed in Canada and they are practicing, and you look at them and you go like, I want to be like this person, it makes things much easier.
Mm.
So it's
So in our language, they say you also have to follow the one who knows the road, right?
there we go, right? So it's the reason is that there could be a lot of bottlenecks and a lot of roadblocks
Okay.
because some people start and they just don't even get to the middle. And some people start, they get to the finish line and they give up. And then some people start and the dream dies out or it fizzles out, not because they don't want to do it, but they've attempted these exams and have failed multiple times that they've gotten to the point where, in a way, their ability to practice in Canada is a fallout dream that can never be experienced. Right. So I normally say that it's good to have all the books, it's good to have all the resources, and you go like, I'm going to do this, but it's different when you are an adult and you're learning and you're trying to get back into, like, in a way, trying to secure your license in another country and another environment where the emphasis is different. So my first resource is, if you are able, because it's not everybody, but if you are able, you should look for a mentor, or you should look for somebody who has gone through these processes successfully and is practicing in Canada. So you can draw a lot from that person. Because when it comes to resources, that person can guide you because they've been through it already and they can guide you each step as to what to do. And it's
Okay.
very important you have somebody who can tell you each step what you want to do. Because
That's
what we are
excellent.
discussing today might not be exhaustive. These might be pointers that will help you. But in your journey, when you are stuck with a question, a resource person or a mentor who is in the field will be like can easily tell you what to do rather than you looking for that for several days or several weeks, right? So to me, the mentor is the number one person you should look for.
Okay, so then let me pause here and look at the concept of the mentor. Can we look at three key characteristics of mentors that pharmacy candidates should look out for, and say, because there are so many people walking around, why should they choose this mentor above this mentor so far as their pharmacy journey is concerned?
So number one, that person should be a licensed practicing pharmacist in
So
Canada.
that person should be licensed. Okay.
They should be licensed. That's the first thing. And the reason I would encourage everybody to have a person licensed as a pharmacist is they've gone through what you're going to go through.
Okay.
And they've done it and they're successful.
Beautiful.
And so you should be able to look for somebody like that.
Okay.
That's number one.
Okay.
Then number two, whoever this mentor is should also be interested in you as an individual who is coming up within that journey.
Mm.
And you might, and it's like that's what differentiates, because you might be in an environment where you probably would have more than one person to choose from.
Okay.
You should gravitate towards the one who is actually interested in
Interested in you. Mm.
becoming what you want to become. So
And
that's
then the
another.
third characteristic.
The third characteristic is somebody who is willing to teach.
Ha 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 ha.
It's not everybody. And I say this with a lot of pride and with a lot of caution to people out there, because it's not everybody who has it in them to teach
Mm.
or to say they're going to be a roadmap and guide somebody or hold them and say, I'm going to guide you through this. Right.
So let me summarize the three characteristics. Number one, the person must be a practicing pharmacist.
Yes.
Number two, the person must be interested in you. And
Yes.
number three, not only interested, but the person must be willing to teach you.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. All right. So now we've gotten our mentor. It looks like Mr. Eben, you are a key person here then. So if someone should come under your mentorship, what should the person expect? What resources are you going to give to the person? What options are you going to give to the person? Why should someone choose your training over any other training?
Yeah. So again, we here in MedCognito, what we have started is the PBC OSCE Part 2.
So we are doing the OSCE exam.
The MCQ Part 2 is what we have started with, but that's the basis of where we've started. But then down the road, we're looking at the evaluation as well as the MCQ Part 1. But then what we are bringing to this is mentorship.
Mentorship.
And in terms of mentorship, we're going beyond the academics.
Mhm.
It's not just the exam, but then we're looking beyond the ingredients that you need in your journey to becoming a successful practicing pharmacist in Canada. And there's a lot of ingredients that goes into it. Getting somebody who is going to direct you, because there are a lot of roadblocks that you're going to meet down the road. And there's somebody who's going to tell you at this point, probably the evaluation exam is not what you should be doing, even though we've outlined it, that these are the processes that you need. But then a mentor is going to say, I'm going to guide you to be able to put up a good resume, to be able to get into a pharmacy setting where you can practice as a pharmacy assistant, earn some money so you can write these exams. Or a mentor is somebody who's going to tell you, I'm going to help you network to be able to get to certain organizations or to be able to reach out to certain either provincial or federal organizations that probably can get you some money that will help with your finances as you write these exams.
Oh, wow. So that
Yeah,
means
so
all these are offered by MedCognito.
These are things that we bring on the floor to kind of help guide people. So it's not okay. You registered for this program that in a way helps you write this particular exams. But no, we're looking at the individuals that are going to join, that we're going to be mentoring, and we're going to be teaching and showing, okay, in your particular case, maybe this is what you should focus on whilst you're writing the exams. In your particular case, these are the ingredients that you need that will help you in terms of give you some speed to make sure that you're not going to attempt this exam 2 or 3 times, but with the first attempt, you should be able to make it. And we want to make sure we assess individuals at their level and find out what ingredient they need at the whichever stage that they are in to be able to make it successfully for these exams and for practice in Canada.
Oh, okay. So we are not looking at a wholesale thing. We are looking at individualized mentorship. Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. So, how is the mentorship going to be? Is it going to be online? Is it going to be in person? How and what should people expect?
So we are going to be infusing this in our live sessions.
Okay.
Yeah. So with our program, within our live sessions, we're going to be infusing these things in there because that's where we get to know the students and we get to know them at their level, where they are at. So we can meet them at their level to make sure that it's not just I'm here to tutor and give you the academic skill of passing an exam, but no, I'm here to tutor and coach you so that in the end, you'll be all round ready, not just passing your exams, but ready to practice safely in Canada as a pharmacist.
Beautiful. By the way, last question. Will you provide us any material? Will you provide a candidate with any material in the mentorship and the exam preparatory process?
Yes. So during the processes of the exams, there are materials that we're going to be handing out, and there are materials that we're going to point people to. So we want to say that MedCognito is not exclusive, because there are other exam preparatory courses that are here in Canada. And there are some that have been there for years, and there are some that probably would be matching MedCognito in terms of the existence of MedCognito right up until now. Now, this is new for us in terms of pharmacy or the PBC exams. Being part of MedCognito is new. But I just want to assure people that the contents of the curriculum and the things that we're doing is something that we've been doing for years, since 2012. But it's just now that we are having the stage with MedCognito to kind of present it to pharmacists who are foreign trained and to help them transition. So it's not something that has been developed overnight. It's something that has been tried and tested. And we have used this to help so many people that are pharmacists who are practicing now all over Canada. And that's what we are going to give to the people that join our program.
So that means we are coming to this PBC exam preparation with 13 years of experience.
And even more.
Awesome. Mr. Ben, thank you so much. And we know that with you, we're going to be very successful, and we'll see so many pharmacists coming to help the Canadian healthcare system to deliver good results to our patients. Thank you so much. Have a good day.